I just watched the latest entry into the Pooniverse, and I didn't hate it.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
In Bambi the Reckoning, the sweet little deer from your childhood goes full horror mode, mutating into a grief-stricken zombie stag after hunters off his mom. When a mother and her kid crash their car into the woods, they become prime targets for Bambi's rampaging revenge. I can't believe these expired Disney IPs are now a whole crappy universe, but here we are. I think Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey is easily one of the worst movies of the last decade, and I'm really not a huge fan of what they're doing with these IPs, but hey, they have their fans, and these movies will continue on. Anyway, about Bambi the Reckoning, it's not absolute dog shit like I was expecting. There's a story here, and by story, I mean things happen. There's a beginning, middle, and end. The plot's ridiculously shallow, which is completely expected in a film like this, but what I didn't expect was that this movie is less horror and more drama at the end of the day. It tries and somewhat succeeds at having emotional moments. The main story is about a kid dealing with two parents going through a divorce, so it has some moments that actually stick out and are relatable. Also, I think the ending here is easily the best of these silly little movies. It's only 80 minutes, so it doesn't overstay its welcome. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not a great movie or even a good one. It takes itself way too seriously, almost as if it's not in on the joke. Every single man in this is a giant pulsating hemorrhoid, and the CGI is bad, but they do their best to disguise it by shooting the scenes at night. I can't really say I expected Shakespeare in this movie, but there's no real plot, and I'm sure all of the dialogue was written mostly with AI. At the end of the day, this isn't a good movie, but when you're a part of something called the Pooniverse, it's totally watchable and far better than it needed to be.
Not good, but not so bad.